Adria, and for today's video, I have some... What was I gonna say? So my sweater says meh, and I thought that was fitting for today's video because I want to share with you guys something really awful that happened recently. First world problems. I know everybody says I complain and exaggerate a lot, but what would YouTube be if I didn't complain about first world problems and how horrible my life is? Let's just get this out of the way. Okay. Oh, did I have lipstick on my teeth? As many of you know, I'm currently living in Florida. I am not a Florida native by any means. I know when you're not native to a place and you move there later in life, it's really hard to like adapt to it, especially if it's really different than from where you grew up. I don't know about you guys, but the first time I came to Florida, it felt like I had crossed the border. Like I felt like I was in a completely different country. Am I in Florida or am I in Cuba? Like I don't even know where I am right now. For me, coming to Florida was really a huge like culture shock. Like I don't know, it's really different here. Even for me, like the way people talked here for a while was pretty weird at first. Even some of the stuff Brandon would say, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Those giant trucks on the highway, he calls those a semi, and I'd never heard that before in my life, and I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. There's a language barrier, so okay. Anyway, for me, the hardest part about moving to Florida has been the bugs. Not the heat, not the no seasons, not even the horrible sickness I get from going to the beach. I get deathly ill every time I go to the beach here. I don't know why. None of that. The bugs. Let me just give you some insight here, okay? I am not one of those girls that is so grossed out by a bug. At work, there was a spider on the bar, and the bartender, she was freaking out, and I just killed it with my hand. I just killed it. I was just like, okay, now let's clean it up. I used to punch daddy long leggers on the wall. Are they called that? Some people call them daddy long legs. I don't know, what do you call those things? But I used to just punch them on the wall and just splat them, okay? Like sociopath tendencies here, okay? I don't really know. I'm not afraid of bugs. We had ant farms. We would catch praying mantises. We would catch crickets. My sisters started getting tarantulas a few years ago. I held one of their tarantulas. When I was staying at my mom's house, I slept in my sister Allie's room. She has a tarantula this big in her room, and I slept in there. So I'm not one of those girls that is so afraid of a bug that it's the end of the world. Like, I'm really not. Last night there was a silverfish on the ceiling when I was little, and my nana was like, oh, that was a silverfish. I'm like, that's not a fish, it was a bug. Like, what are you talking about, lady? When Brandon and I went to the zoo, there was this whole exhibit with these preserved bugs, like these giant spiders and walking sticks and moths and all this. Like, I like bugs. I'm not, you know, I don't love bugs, but like, I like them. I think they're cool. I like to look at them. And I'm not some like crocodile hunter Steve Irwin. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so hardcore, like I hold bugs. Like, no, but I'm not terrified of bugs is what I'm saying. Anyway, if you've ever been to Florida, you know what a palmetto bug is. If you are from Florida, you know what a palmetto bug is. This bug, I'm actually more afraid of this bug than I am of getting like murdered. This bug does something to my mind, warps all of my sense of reasoning. It makes me forget everything I know. Like, this bug is the seed of the devil. Like, I don't know, something happens to me when this bug is around me. I'm done. So the first time I ever saw one, Brandon warned me about them. He's like, they're pretty big, they're fast, some of them can fly. You know, I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. I thought it would be like having a spider in your house, you know, where it's just like, hey, there's a spider, like, let's kill it. I walked into my room in my bare feet. I was one step away from stepping on a palmetto bug this big. No, not that big. Like that big on my floor. It had been my first time ever even seeing one. So to almost step on it in your first encounter, it's like, hi, nice to meet you. Oops, almost stepped on you. Whoa. I actually like shrieked and started crying. I can't even tell you. I don't cry over bugs. I had a huge black snake in my basement. And I'm just like, okay, I don't care. I don't care. Like, do you want to pay rent? Like, stay here. Like, I don't really care. A palmetto bug for me is like, just no. Like, is there a phobia of these? Like, I have an actual phobia of this bug. That was my first encounter, but I see them a lot. It hasn't gotten any easier. Like, I thought I would kind of get used to them and just, you know, but they're so fast and they're huge And I think it's their speed that scares me the most. Okay, there was a big one in my kitchen not too long ago, like right back here. This stray cat that I've been looking after. Here I thought she killed this thing, right? Like it's like belly up and everything, and she's like scratching at it like constantly. So I'm like, okay, it's dead. That sucker flips itself over and runs under the fridge. I'm like, Mother of God, I am gonna die today. Repent of all my sins because I am about to die. This thing is under my fridge, it's gonna kill me, okay? So then later, Brandon moves the fridge, it's not under there. What the heck, man? It's in our laundry room. It ran across the kitchen, went under a closed door, and died in the laundry room. What kind of witchcraft is this? Now on to the big finale of the Palmetto Bug experience of my life. I legitimately have PTSD after what happened to me last week from this. Okay, not even joking. Like if I see something on the floor, I jump, I feel nauseous. Like I'm kind of a creature of the night nowadays. I don't really go to sleep super early. Brandon will go to sleep and I'll just like be awake and I'll just be like on my computer, be on my tablet, I'll be on my phone, I'll be playing Yahtzee, I'll be playing Episode, trying to get with Dr. Bradley though, and then I'll just go to bed, right? I'm like laying there, I think I'm on my phone like doing my Yahtzee or something like that. I like to do that before I go to sleep. The room is completely pitch black except for the little glow coming from my phone, right? In the glow of my phone screen, I see two little antennas twitching at me. I jumped. Oh my gosh. No. 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 This son of a monkey was this big. Okay, no, it wasn't that big. It was like, it was that big on my pillow. Calm down, Adria. This big on my pillow, like, okay, I'm here. This thing is like right here. I screamed, Brandon wakes up, he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, look, please, like, kill this, look at this. And he takes my pillow, throws it off the bed, and then we don't see it anymore. I'm like, where did it go? It's not dead, I know that, but where did it go? He lifts the pillow, goes running out, then he just punches it with his hand. Like, didn't have a tissue, didn't have any tissues, like nothing to kill this thing, so he just whacks it with his hand, and I'm just like, that's grimy, like gross, ugh. Okay, I do that with spiders, but this thing, like, these things are meaty, like they're girthy and just ugh. So I'm just, ugh. So this thing goes belly up. I'm like, okay, it must be dead, right? I get out of bed because I'm just like creeped out. I need to, what did I go to do? If I find a palmetto bug and Brandon's like at work or something, I'll take like a plastic like food container and I'll put it on top of it. I find that's a good like bug strategy if you're not really keen on killing bugs. You know, just put like a Tupperware container over it until your man or your mom or your brother gets home so they can kill it. So I go to the kitchen to get a Tupperware thing. I come back, this thing is crawling around. Like, buddy, 2 seconds ago you were knocking on death's door. What are you doing now? So I just like put the container on that sucker and then I hear it just clunking around inside of it, and that noise just like makes me want to hurl because it's just a little, it sounds like a little plastic ball just like clunking around in plastic, and I'm just like, ugh. And I usually like to weigh the thing down because I'm afraid it's just gonna like push it up because those things can like squeeze under stuff, okay? I put a candle on top of it and I was like, all right, this is disgusting. I did not sleep that night, okay? No, okay, that pillow stayed on the floor, did not pick that pillow up. I'm like, F that pillow, like, I'm not touching that thing. That pillow, like, quarantine, F you, die, burn in hell, like, I don't need you. I have another pillow. Oh my gosh. But I was laying awake for probably an hour and a half. I was so shaken up from this. Words cannot even express. I was more shaken up than when I was in a car accident. I was so beyond just shocked from this, just like on edge. So I'm like laying there, and my pant, like, I guess it like brushed like through my leg hair because, you know, I'm like a girl and like I shave all the time and I don't like hair. No, like it brushed my leg hair and it felt so creepy, crawly, and I jumped. I'm just like, and And I was trying so hard not to cry because Brandon gets like so irritated when I cry over the Palmetto Bugs. He's just like, girl, like get a grip. Though I just, no, like I can't. I'm sorry. Oh.
It's fine. Okay, Mika.
And that's not the first time a palmetto bug has been on me or near me in bed. One time I was laying in bed watching a show on my laptop and I had like one of my arms like behind my head like this because I don't know, I just did. I was just laying like this. Then there's one crawling across my arm like right here. I'm like, Mother Teresa, like what is going on? Like why is... So then I'm like all like freaked out, have the creepy crawly. So then I get up to go like wash my hands and wash my face because I just feel so grossed out, right? I go in the bathroom, I turn on the light. What do you think is by my toothbrush holder? Another one. Yeah, a bigger one crawling on my sink. Crawling on my sink. These bugs, they will not die. Like, legit. That night, I was like, no. I am moving so far away from here and I'm never coming back. Like, goodbye, Central Florida. Goodbye, Disney. Goodbye, Daytona Beach. Goodbye, Orlando. Goodbye, Gatorland. I am never coming back. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. Even sitting on the floor right now, I'm just like paranoid that one is just gonna crawl on me. I cannot rest here. In Florida, I'm just so on edge. Like when I go home to good old Pennsylvania where these monstrosities do not exist, I feel like I won the lottery. Like I'm so relaxed. I'm just like, oh, there's no palmetto bugs here. There's a big ass tarantula in my sister's room, but I could care less about that because that thing is not gonna kill me and steal my soul because palmetto bugs are the devil, okay? And nothing kills them. Like, I have bug spray. They could survive a nuclear warhead. Nothing kills these. Like, when I told my Nana about this, she's like, well, can't you just get bug spray? I'm like, no, Felicia. Like, girl, do you not realize that nothing kills these? Because they're already dead. They're in the afterlife. They're little demons. They come up from the pit of hell just to hurt me, just to ruin my life. That's what they do. Okay? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. You guys think that I'm a drama queen. You think I over-exaggerate everything. I got one comment that was like, oh my gosh, like she makes a big deal out of everything. Everything is the end of the world with her. But you know what? Like, what fun would YouTube be if I didn't like go over the top with telling a story? Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any scary bug stories. Was a bug ever on your pillow? My mom, when she was a kid, had a praying mantis staring at her on her pillow and my Nana threw it out the window. And my mom is deathly afraid of praying mantises. I didn't think I would ever be deathly afraid of like a living organism, you know what I mean? Like a bug or an animal, but I am deathly afraid of palmetto bugs. I'm sorry. I can't. And if you've never seen one, only Google it if you don't have food in your stomach because you will throw up. And you may want to get like some rosary beads or some holy water for afterward because you are going to feel very unholy. You're going to feel like you need to be cleansed because it's just disgusting. You feel like you've seen horrible things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever had any horrible bug encounters, and if so, I would love to hear it. Also, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. I've been a lot more active, especially on my Twitter lately. So yeah, definitely follow me on all of those. Pray for me. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already because I put out videos 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and sometimes a vlog somewhere in the week as well. So I will see you guys again next time. Until then, Panda hugs. I love you guys.